Hello and welcome to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, and welcome once again today to our big match episode. We're doing career mode and we are heading this time in the Champions League to Slavia Prague, and this one certainly is going to be exciting because when we come on to the team selection, things get very, very interesting and you'll see a very different team to what we saw against Eibar yesterday. If you didn't see that, I really do invite you to check that out. We had a good game against Eibar yesterday, and as you can see there, we currently stand top of our Champions League group. 2 wins out of 2 so far, maximum points. And already there, you can see a few of the rotational players coming into play. Because you've got to bear in mind, we're playing this game in the midweek period. And coming up this weekend, Real Madrid. El Clasico is coming, and for that reason, I saw absolutely no doubt we had to rotate today, even though it's the Champions League. Changes needed to be made, because also, there's so many of these players that I want to have a look at. Because against Slavia Prague, my starting lineup is as follows. Marc-Andre ter Stegen keeps his place in goal, but as you can see there, the megastars have been reduced to the bench. Junior Firpo, Todibo, Piqué, Wague along the back, Busquets, Puig and Aleñá in midfield, with Pedri, Lautaro and Ousmane Dembele, who I'm keeping a very, very close eye on ahead of the Clasico. We're underway. Let's do this. And I do think it's very, very important that even with this heavily rotated side, we've still got to win this game. We've still got to get the 3 points, but I just felt that ahead of Real Madrid, there's some players in this team that needed minutes anyway, the likes of Piqué, Busquets there, good interception early on from him, into Pedri now. I'm really excited to see what Pedri can do in this kind of game. He has Carlos Aleñá as well, another player who deserves some minutes, combining there with Pedri. Aleñá now cutting inside, but he's just taken possession back there. Slavia Prague, well, that's not a great clearance, although they won the first header, and now it's Stanchu for Slavia Prague. He's going to be the danger man, certainly. We saw that in real life, a very, very good player there playing in the number 10 role. Here comes Slavia now. One of the players to watch, of course, is going to be that man, Riqui Puig. I'm so excited once again to see what he's got. Earlier on the series, I don't know if you saw that episode, but a wonderful game that Puig had against Getafe. Again, check that out if you haven't seen it already. But we've got to try and get the ball here. Slavia Prague with a very, very good start to this game. They're inside the area here. They found a way through. Is that offside? That is offside, just about. That was on the borderline there. They just managed to get the ball through, and it's one of those moments in FIFA where the ball's hit the net and you're just waiting for that offside flag to save your skin. But we worked it out here to Ousmane Dembele. Like I say, very interesting what he can do today. Here's Moussa Wague down the right hand side, trying to use some of that pace that he does have. Ball there into Lautaro, and it's a good block, good covering there by the Slavia defender. But overall there, down the wide areas, Dembele, Wague, they can certainly provide problems in this game. Dembele now with the corner into the area, punched away by the goalkeeper. Is going to fall though to Riqui Puig on the edge of the box, into Carlos Aleñá. What can he do here? What can he find? We're going to play it back there to Todibo, looking again for options into Sergio Busquets. Now Pedri looking for that combination again. It's Busquets, little turn there, looking for options. Incoming Aleñá, bit of a heavy first touch there as he's taken down in the area. He's calling for a penalty, but that was a fair challenge there. 13 minutes in, and we are starting now to ramp up that pressure, and that short corner hasn't exactly gone to plan, but we put the ball up here with Aleñá. We've lost it. That was an awful corner. But that's also Slavia Prague. They're not quite clearing their lines, but they are going to get free now with the long ball looking over the top. And Pedri here is going to have to cover in behind. Junior Firpo is out of position. Slavia Prague continue to advance, and a brilliant save from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. I just couldn't catch him there. Junior Firpo wasn't in his role. Pedri chasing back, but a brilliant save there as ter Stegen called into action. Todibo there, clearing the ball away from the corner. Now it's going to drop to one of the Slavia attackers. Busquets here, trying to win the ball back, and he does that really well. And look at that for a pass there, releasing Carlos Alenia. Now Lautaro, now Ousmane Dembele. Brilliant football there. We're working it on the break. Dembele has the pace to get away. Dembele lashes it home. Barcelona have the lead. And what a breakaway goal that was. It was all started there on the edge of our own box by Sergio Busquets winning back the ball. A brilliant pass into midfield, onto Alenia, into Lautaro. And as soon as Dembele had that space, look at that finish as well. He explodes into that room. And Barcelona against Slavia here when Dembele, ahead of the Clásico, had to make an impact. He started well. And Slavia Prague now do get us back underway there. We've scored inside 20 minutes. The perfect way, really, to start a Champions League away game. Try and get that first goal. And hopefully now we can dictate this game. Try and get ourselves more goals, of course. I'm really, really happy with the players on show so far, even though we've heavily rotated. We haven't seen that. And again, down this right-hand side, Dembele has room. Dembele has time. We got players arriving into the area. And I've just tried to cut that back there towards Ricky Puig, but a really good interception. Perhaps there I could have gone for goal again with Dembele, but he's really causing problems so far in this game with that pace. And Busquets as well in that midfield. He's having a really, really good game. Winning the ball back, dispossessing, and a good challenge there by Junior Firpo. Into Pedri now as we're looking for options, playing it out to Gerard Piqué, who's stepping out of defence. Pedri into Sergio Busquets, looking for the run there. Lautaro into Pedri, looking for Alenia. Oh, I didn't really take that shot on well. I think he had more time there. I could have taken a touch. I took it first time on his left foot, and the goalkeeper saving that with ease. Here's Wagué now into Dembele, back to Alenia. Little run there. Oh, Sergio Busquets was advancing, but we couldn't find him. And we're pressing Slavia Prague. Look at the pressure that we're putting on them here. They've been forced to kick that long, and Todibo should deal with that danger. Slavia Prague, though, have won that first header. Here they are going to go again. There's bodies now waiting in the middle, but Todibo this time can win the ball back and calmly play it out to Moussa Wagué. Now Sergio Busquets. Now the run starts from Alenia. He's been really, really good in his place so far in this first half, winning the free kick there, and he's making some good runs off Lautaro Martinez. Here's Ricky Puig advancing now, looking again down that right-hand side. We certainly got options into Moussa Wagué, who's onside, into Firpo. Not really sure what he's doing there, but just couldn't quite cut it back. But again, Slavia Prague, we're pressing them so high, they're being forced to go long. They can't work their way out because we've got our players pushing up the field and really putting the pressure on them. But they manage here to keep a bit of a spell of possession. Ricky Puig trying to get a foot in, advantage played by the referee. And that's actually gone in our favour there. Piqué into Puig, out to Ousmane Dembele, little ball in again towards Ricky Puig, who's just crowded out there by Traoré for Slavia Prague. But we're looking to win that ball back so quickly. That's what I always try and do on FIFA, and of course in real life it's a good idea to do that as well. As soon as your opponents have got it, go and close them down. Go and shut down the angles there to provide them playing balls through your defence. But Slavia Prague here, keeping possession, but not really threatening at the moment, I have to say. Junior Firpo comfortably there, able to make the challenges now. We are 7 minutes away from the half-time break. We do still have the lead, courtesy of Ousmane Dembele, but here's that man Stanchu into Sevcik now. Little 1-2 there. Junior Firpo not quite getting the challenge in, ball in towards the box though, and Moussa Wagué can head that one away. Alenia now out wide to Pedri, and again we have the players advancing. Busquets back into Pedri now, who's had a good start to this game, plays it inside towards Carlos Alenia. He's able to hold off the defender there, but I couldn't quite play it through. And certainly there on the semi-counter attack, when Slavia are coming forward, they do commit members, and certainly in the wide areas we can try to exploit that. But Slavia Prague now playing it around midfield once again. Busquets just marshalling it, couldn't quite get the challenge in there. Todibo's come out, we're not getting our tackles in, and they have the equaliser. That is a goal there for Slavia Prague from nothing. They've had pretty much nothing this half, but that was poor defending. From me there, I've lunged in with Busquets, and then with Todibo, I really haven't covered him in glory. And I have to say as well, Ter Stegen there, beaten at his near post. It was a really ferocious strike. It was a really, really good finish. But like I say, Slavia haven't threatened, and right on the verge of half-time, they've got themselves an equalising goal. And that means now at half-time, we've got some work to do. I don't think we need to change a great deal in the team. I don't think we've been poor in this first half. We probably could have created a few more chances. Dembele has been our best effort, but I thought we could maybe work that through there with Ricky Puig before half-time. But I think in the second half, we just got to focus here on making sure that final ball is better. A few times in this game so far, we've got into really good areas, particularly down that right-hand side. But let's just make sure there's a bit of care taken with that final pass. But I'm not going to panic. No panicking needed here at half-time. We're still, for me, in control. And that's why I'm not going to make any changes heading into the second half. And let's go now. Let's try and get this goal that can get us the 3 points. Wage here on the ball, moving inside the Slavia half. He has been really, really good combining here with Ousmane Dembele. Now Lautaro Martinez moving into space, moving into room, but Ousmane Dembele there flagged offside as we start this second half. But like I say, let's not panic here. We've got a full half here to try and get ourselves a goal. We're certainly a team with the players that we've got that we can do that. Here's Lautaro playing in now. Pedri on this left-hand side. Options in the area, fired in there, but not really close to anybody. But there's a chance here and a goal! But is that offside? Yes, it is. Lautaro Martinez there lashing that one into the back of the net. It was Slavia there dawdling on the ball in their own box, but slightly offside there from Lautaro. I thought that was the moment, but that's one goal apiece now that's been disallowed for both sides. But here's Alenya once again winning that first ball. Alenya now moving towards goal, but Slavia again hacking the ball away and defending as well as they possibly can do. Here's Wage looking again for those options on the ball. Busquets has been a really good outlet in this game. We've always been able to find him when we need to really take that possession off us. And moving now into Alenya. Lautaro looking for the return pass, but we can't quite make it happen. But we do have to be careful, of course, with the score at 1-1. You know, when they do come forward, when we do commit members, we've got to be careful that we don't overcommit sometimes. But certainly here, Slavia Prague have not caused a great deal of threat. The mistake I felt came from individual errors as opposed there to maybe quality on their side. But here they come again. They are committing a few players going forward. Here's Sevchuk again in midfield into Stanchu. And I'm actually now going to go with some high pressing. I'm going to start now to commit some players going forward, really high press as much as we possibly can to just get this goal. Let's just get the goal that we need. Here's Pedri. Good run from him. Good ball as well. Lautaro, it's opened up and it's in. Brilliant goal there from Barcelona. And it was all about Pedri opening up the pitch there. He attracted several defenders to him. He cuts inside, releases Lautaro Martinez, who just escapes there throughout everybody in the Slavia defence. And what a wonderful finish as well. He puts his foot through it just like he did a few minutes ago when it was offside. A really good goal. That's what we needed. That's why for me it wasn't about panicking. It wasn't about bringing Messi off the bench straight away. We want to try and rest those players. That's what I've tried to do in this game. And Slavia now once again trail the game. Lautaro with a big goal. Sevchuk again now in midfield into Stanchu. Will Slavia have another response in this game? And I think what we've got to do now is make sure we're focused in those defensive areas. Here comes again Pedri into the middle here with Lautaro. Alenya back to Lautaro, looking out wide for Pedri. Oh, and I tried to release Lautaro again. Good quick fire passing, and I have been really impressed with what we've seen so far from the young man Pedri. He's really young, but very talented. But we've got to be careful here. Slavia coming forward now. They've got a few players in the attacking areas. They're going to try and work it here through the middle. They got round our midfield quite well there. A few step overs and a ball over the top that they haven't quite got. Wage has gone to the ground. He stayed down there, but he's back on his feet now, and we do deal with the danger. That was an interesting moment here. Here goes Ousmane Dembele. Look at the space that he's got here to move into. Barcelona suddenly now. Dembele on the break. Little step over here. Goes to the right. Trying to get a shot away. Dembele! Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Oh, he's given a penalty. Dembele, in the process there, was taken down. It was such an incredible run. Such unbelievable pace from Ousmane Dembele. And Barcelona now have a penalty. And the problem now is the fact that I have to take the penalty, because if you have seen previous career mode videos, you will know that I don't really enjoy these moments. But here comes Lautaro, top right! Ah, is it the bar? I thought he hit the bar and bounced down and went in, but Lautaro there denied by the woodwork. And that is a real shame. What I am going to do, though, regardless there of that penalty miss, is take off Ousmane Dembele. Now, don't worry, I'm not punishing him. All I'm doing is resting him now for El Clasico. I played him in this game because recently he hasn't been at his best level, but I think in this game he's proven he needs to play. He's a constant outlet on that right-hand side, and it was a really good showing from him. Ansu Fati now will come on to play the last 25 minutes of play, but Dembele has done his job well today. He won that penalty and scored a brilliant Brilliant goal there for the first. But look, there's still got a game on here. We haven't won this game yet, not by any means. I don't think Ansu coming on is going to weaken us significantly. He's a very, very good player too. We saw that, of course, in the last game. We've got to be careful with what Slavia can do. Again, Todibo there. I've rushed him out of position. They're going to play it here out to the right-hand side. Junior Firpo going to try and stop the cross, and he does that very, very well there out on the right-hand side. He's also been pretty good today, Junior Firpo, as we move now towards the last 20 minutes of this Champions League encounter. And I'm just blocking off all the options here from the throw-in from Slavia, but they do work it there. Potential offside, I thought, but nothing really given. Piqué, though, can intercept that cross well, and now trying to release Lautaro on the break. And that's what it's about now. Slavia are putting players forward. They're putting a lot of bodies in the area. Nice little 1-2 there. They have played that well. Slavia, again, looking quite dangerous. And that one flashes over the bar there. But that was unlucky. And Slavia are creating more chances now. We do have to be careful in this game. We do only have a 1-goal lead. Here's Todibo now, working it to the left-hand side towards Fati. I've now got Pedri onto the right-hand side. Busquets, though, his distribution there was blocked off. Little backheel pass there by Slavia Prague. They're bringing out all the party tricks now. And we really do have to keep focusing on defending against Todibo. They're not quite winning the ball. Piqué's going to have to cover. Brilliant tackle. A little bit worried that might have gone down as a penalty, but we've conceded. What are you doing? What are you doing there? I'm too busy talking away, not focusing on my defending. And this was the problem. Slavia have been growing in the game, and this time I don't really think it's individual error. I was worried there that I'd given away a penalty with Gerard Piqué, even though it's a good challenge. Sometimes FIFA, as you know, can give penalties for that. And in the end, it's headed home there by Olayinka. And now we've got to go for it. Now we've got to throw players forward. Now we've got to high press. We've got to do everything in our power here to get a goal in these last 14 or so minutes. And let's not even think about conceding another one. We've still got players on the pitch, though, that can make it happen. I'm still not going to panic right now. We're not going to be bringing Messi off the bench. We're not going to be bringing the players that we need to rest for El Clasico. And a brilliant save there from Ter Stegen. We are on the ropes against Slavia Prague. This is not good. Let's try and focus ourselves here. Pedri heads it away from the corner kick, but Slavia will come again. They will threaten again. We've won it there. Busquets releasing Pedri. Could there be a chance on here again? Pedri playing in. Lautaro Martinez, who can move away from the defence. Lautaro! Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? I thought he was going to come out. I just thought that I could chip him. I thought, oh, that's so stupid. Please do not destroy me in the comments for that, please. I need to score now. I need to score now. Fati into Lautaro. Lautaro Martinez scores this time. We can forget that miss happened. We can forget all about that because Lautaro, our saviour at Barcelona, our brand new number 9, has the winning goal potentially here against Slavia Prague. He's going away from goal and it's a wonderful finish there off to his left-hand side. Lautaro has his second of the game. And a big one too. Barca 3, Slavia Prague 2. But I'll say it once again. I will once again repeat. This game is absolutely not done. This is certainly something here that's going to drag on, and we've got to make sure that in the final moments we don't concede a goal. It's that important. It is that vital here that we get the 3 points in the Champions League. Lautaro Martinez down the right-hand side. He's on a hat-trick now, incredibly, from this game, and he's put forward a real statement ahead of El Clasico. Here's Alenya into Ricky Puig. We know that he can score. Oh, I've tried to cut that back, and Alenya there. Good challenge from Slavia. And basically, if we can just do this for the final 5 or so minutes, just keep the ball, try and create some chances if we can, but ultimately just don't do that. Basically don't do that. We've given the ball back now to Slavia Prague. They are coming upon us. We are now going to just change that back so that we're not high pressing anymore. Slavia coming again, but Busquets, who I think has been really good. I haven't used him maybe as much as I want to in career mode, but he's been really good today. Pedri, could have played that to Martinez. Martinez has got it anyway. Lautaro Martinez! I thought that was going to be his hat-trick. It just about fell to him there in a good area in front of goal, and I thought I'd done enough, but that's just too close to the goalkeeper. Could have been his hat-trick, but that will have to wait to another day. Corner coming in here. Once again, we're still trying to put the game completely to bed if we can. Here's Olayinka for Slavia Prague. Stanciu playing it out now. Just a few moments in stoppage time remain. Slavia probably now not quite enough time to get themselves a goal, but let's just keep nice and compact here. They've worked it through midfield. That should be time, and it is. Barcelona with a massive Champions League win. It was not easy, and although I've rotated, I still don't think that was a good performance. I think we need to do better, certainly defensively, in these kind of games. But ultimately now, the Champions League, we've done that. we've won that. Now, it's time for El Clasico, live from the Camp Nou, and in the next episode, it is going to be absolutely mental. Trust me on that. I hope I'll see you there, guys. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I can't wait to do this again. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.